Dude, being Celestial rank in the Bazaar sucks. Because when you do a game, like, one a day, maybe one every other day, even when you're winning, your rank goes down because it decays as people pass you. So, like, even if you play good, your rank just keeps fucking going down because you're not playing enough to push it up. Shit fucking sucks. Just get to Diamond and then stop playing that season. Fuck it. What the I hate this shit, man. It's the worst. It's the worst. I have a bunch of random bits and pieces to watch. I was out most of the day. I was doing some how do I do this? I was doing some shopping, mostly for food. Got a bunch of stuff to record for my food channel, all sorts of random bits and pieces. The Chinese import store is fucking wildin' recently. They do free samples, but they they do them real nice. They like cook you up a bowl of ramen and stuff. Well, like a tiny mini bowl of ramen sample to show you like what you can cook with the products they sell. They're not just like, here, have a mochi or something. They cook something with the ingredients they sell to be like, look, here, our ingredients are good. It's fucking sick as fuck. They've also got like entire baby pigs in their freezers and stuff. It's kind of fucking tight. It rules. And they're real nice. Yeah, I got a Grinch rod to suck on as well. All sorts of stuff. 3 videos to record tomorrow. If I cancel the stream tomorrow, it's because I'm fucking sick because I've eaten too much. But I will not be showing you incest today. Maybe tomorrow. I was thinking about the coffin of Andy and Lele. Lilu? Andy and... It's name beginning with L. It is Lele. It is Lele. Okay. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll do it Tuesday. Instead, we're going to look at a bunch of random shite today. Including a video that was just brought to my attention. We'll watch part of it, probably. Just to see what's going on. You guys remember Cabrutus, right? Cabrutus is the Gamergate 2-man who ran the Steam curator group that was targeted by Sweet Baby Inc. people. They wanted to get his fucking Steam account removed from him, went after him real hard, and then he tried to turn that into being an e-celeb. And he went to Japan. Yes, moved to Japan without knowing Japanese. And people were like, oh, that's incredible. He went there to learn Japanese. He went there to be a Japanese student, right? But that is specifically one of the ways to kind of get around visa issues. Like, it's easier to stay there if you're there as a student specifically to learn Japanese, right? Something like that. He was pulling some fucking third worlder invader shit. Let me put it that way. But then he couldn't afford to stay there, so he went home again. I think that cuts through the bullshit, right? Of what was occurring there. 2 weeks ago, he uploaded a video with a thumbnail that says, "Am I a grifter now?" And I don't know what people have been saying to or about him. Not many people have watched this. I don't know what's going on with the guy. Last I heard, he had a shit-ass website and was going to post blogs or something. I don't know why. You have your DEI detected thing. Do that rigidly and autistically and occasionally chime in on stuff and people will love you. Instead, you're pushing to be something I don't think you are. We'll see what he has to say, though, and what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on.
Before we start,
let me look at what we have on screen before we start. Theo Null 2. 2 months ago, someone said, I listened to some of the interviews he did back when GG2 started to pop off, and it was quite clear that he did not have the personality or intellect to continue down the path laid out for him. I disagree. I disagree on a technicality. The path laid out before him was continue to maintain this little list. He has what it takes to do that. Instead, he wanted to get off the path with a machete and hack his way through the jungle to become a content creator. He doesn't have what it takes for that, would be my perspective on it. His path he could have stuck on. Yeah.
I just want to say that this is not a video for generating drama, okay? I don't want to generate drama. I don't want...
Why even say that? Doesn't matter.
Victimize myself or everything I'm gonna tell you. Like,
oh, fuck, no. Cabrutus. Every word that comes out of your mouth is solidifying this comment you have on screen.
Guys, in this video was my doing and my fault, my decisions, okay? I just want to make it very clear from the beginning. All right, so let's get started. A friend of mine, a dear friend of mine that is, has sent me this thread on...
It's a 2-month-old fucking Reddit thread. Cabrutus is at it again, more focused on building a streaming career than actually maintaining his list. Hasn't added a new entry in the past month, still hasn't added a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and is constantly begging for donations. This is just pathetic. Okay.
Reddit. I wasn't aware of this. Kotaku in action. I mean, I knew this subreddit, but I wasn't aware of this thread. This was from 2 months ago when I was barely,
Who gives a fuck?
Trying to get this channel going on again. Cabrutus is at it again. More focus.
Did this motherfucker fail to say his own name?
This channel going on again. Cabrutus is at it again. More focused on building a streaming career than actually maintaining his list. Hasn't added a new entry in the past.
That's what I'm saying. The road for him, he was railroaded. He was on a railroad. You step off of being the guy with the list, you have to be hot shit. If you're not, it will fail. You have to be even better than the average person trying to become a content creator, because you have to justify no longer doing the thing that people liked you for doing and that you were attacked for doing. Alright? You're at a disadvantage even.
Month. Still hasn't added Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and is constantly begging for donations. This is just pathetic. I listened to some of the interviews he did back when Game Get You started to pop off, and it was quite clear that he did not have the personality or intellect to continue down.
I like how he had to do a cut there because he couldn't read it in one take, bro. Redo the whole thing and make it so there's not a cut, please. He didn't have personality or like... Sorry, what's that word? What's that word? Intel inside? Do they think I'm a computer? I'm doing a quick search on his channel, by the way. Just so I can be prepared. Okay. Alright. Let's see what he says about this.
The path laid out for him. The man has served his purpose, and better people have taken up the baton with the intent of highlighting what is wrong with the industry.
Best response to all of this is to not respond to it. Second best response is, maybe, I do what I want though. But it's hard to say you don't give a fuck while responding to this though. Because he clearly does give a fuck, but...
There is also the fact that there is no longer a need for his list, as normies have figured out what is and is not filled with Marxist propaganda.
Deranged comment.
Thanks to my list. Thanks to me pointing the lights, Sweet Baby Inc. Just
thanks to my list, the normies can detect Marxism. I forgot. Man. I can't believe Jeffrey Epstein did this. This was his plan with Gamergate all along.
Make it clear. And was that...
Normies have never... The average person does not know you fucking exist. Does not know that list exists. Insane delusion. That comment's delusional, and then you doubled down on the delusion of that comment.
Evident with how Concord ended up as a $400 million flop.
The most dog shit looking game that appeals to no one failed This proves that the normies can identify Marxism in video games. Yeah, and that's all thanks to my list. Not serious, not real people, not real people.
And major companies are falling apart because people don't want to buy what they're selling. This isn't the first time I've seen people saying stuff like this towards me and my list. Cabruz, your game list is looking barren. Why don't you update your website anymore? Cabruz, this isn't the kind of content I want to see, coming from the content I've been producing in this channel for you guys. And also,
you guys,
this kind of stuff. No, you don't need your list anymore.
Many people have been saying I'm a fucking moron. Many people are saying, many people are saying I'm a moron. What is this video? Why have you done this?
People have taken up the baton. Yada yada yada. Okay, this pretty much summarizes, everything that people have been saying. And of course it's.
Bro, is that your fucking bed? What am I looking? Wait, does he just like flip up the mattress he sleeps on to serve as a video background? Fuck me.
It's not the majority of people, and I wouldn't say it is a lot of people, but I've been receiving comments like this, DMs on Twitter /X, emails with people suggesting games for me. People, hey man, you should add this game to the list. This Reddit thread that a friend of mine has sent to me today summarizes it all. Seeing this made me feel like, okay, I gotta open up with people that somehow still care about me, with people that have been following me during all this time. I'm gonna be very clear and transparent if we're all here, okay?
Okay.
Let's start addressing the.
Just be cool. Just be fucking cool. You don't need to be transparent. You need to be cool. You need to have a personality. Or you need to serve the community. I think you are going to fail going down the route of a personality-driven content creator. If you're going to abandon the list, you need to do something else that serves a community. Right? That's how I actually started getting picked up on YouTube. I was covering shit that Kotaku in Action was interested in. You need to do something useful to people.
Building a streaming career, and then actually maintaining the list. Okay, let's start addressing this. Since I have come back with the channel and come back with the content creating stuff after almost 1 year hiatus, right? It was like 10 to 11 months. You guys can clearly see that I have adopted a totally different format. I've been trying my best to.
Yeah, for some fucking reason you have a mattress behind you. Yeah.
To post daily videos, just reading news, games. You can call it a very generic kind of content. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't like this kind of content either. I really do not.
Why are you doing? What are you doing then?
I had a different vision. I wanted.
You don't like it. Other people don't like it. It's not what you're known for. Explain. Explain why the fuck you were doing this then.
To make something different. But the thing is, guys.
Like, I have a thing where I don't super enjoy making videos. But I do enjoy looking at stuff online and looking at weird shit. The videos are like how I make money back from having wasted my fucking time looking at dumb shit. So at least, like, they're a byproduct of doing the thing I do want to do, and sometimes people enjoy them and whatever. If this is just like you hate doing it, there's no other element to it. Other people hate it. What is this? Where is the why you're doing this? Explain why.
That's not what the algo wants. If you want to make money on YouTube,
if you want to make money on YouTube, you have to do this. Did he pop off? Is he pogging out? 1.2k, 1.7k, 1.3k, 3.1k, 2.7k, 1.5k, 2.6, 2.9, 6.8. Okay, 3.8, 1.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So how many views is that a month? You're not making money on YouTube. 1.4, 1.3, 1k, 1.7, 2.5, 1.6, 2.1, 1k, 1.2, 1k, 3.1, 1.4. You're not making money. With these views, and even with my views, You make money from people liking you enough to fucking give you money in the form of memberships, Twitch subs, whatever, super thanks, donos, blah, 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 blah. If you are fantasizing about becoming Moist Critical or Asmongold or something, you're fucked. You are fucked. If your fantasy is just, I'm going to dump as much as I can out, and you really are not succeeding at doing that, and your views are like 1 to 2,000, you're on the way to making like $50 a month.
YouTube, you gotta play the game that YouTube wants you to play. Unless you are someone huge, like for example Asmongold or the Act Man. All these guys, no, they can do whatever they effing want, man, because they have
No, they're actually playing the game real hard. I think you're
sponsors, they have a huge membership, but that's not my case. That is not my case, guys. I've been doing this.
What you needed, if you wanted to make money doing this, stick with the list, maximize loyalty and appreciation for people who like that you do the list, get paid to be the fucking list monkey. That's how you get money. Make sure you maintain that, and then on top of that, maybe work at doing this. Not drop that and do this. Silly.
Is because of money. Because I want the algo to push my content, and I want to get
Is it working, Cabrutus?
a better payment at the end of the month. This is why I've been doing this kind of content. As for the list, it is very related to this. The website has been broken for almost a year. The guy that made the website for me, he owns a company. He reached the point where he started putting his own employees, to work on the website. And you guys want to know how much I paid him for all of this? Not a single penny.
Alright, thanks for telling us, you fucking dickhead. Cabrutus. Maintaining the list, there are maintenance costs, and you have to take time to add stuff. You could have absolutely asked for money for that. People that are subscribed, just be happy that the list exists. Every once in a while they might see it's updated or whatever. Be happy to continue giving you money or something. You could have gone all in on that.
Why? Because he believed in the cause. He believed in me. By the way, if you want to meet the guy, there is a video in this channel. The video where I talk about the website getting taken out.
Like, he's saying, I'm only doing these videos for money. You should have gone all in on the list for money. That could have actually worked, man.
Google, he shows up in that video because I asked him to record, so he couldn't fix the website for me. But recently, I brought the website back like 4 months ago. And why that happened? Because a very dear friend, someone that cares a lot about my website, and about me, he begged me, Cabruz, let me rebuild the website for you. He spent months begging. I mean, I didn't know him.
What the why are you just fucking degrading this guy?
So I was like, I don't know if I can trust this guy. There are tons of bad actors that want to perhaps jeopardize this DEI operation, let's call it that way. But no, in the end,
that's schizophrenia.
He was very devoted, and he helped me a lot. He was the guy that rebuilt the website from scratch. He's not Brazilian, by the way. He's from the United States. Again, I didn't have to pay him a single penny. He never asked me for a single penny because I don't have, I can't pay. Though the Brazilian currency is 5 to 1 compared to US dollars. So it's a fortune for me. And I know.
So it would be really, really easy for you to make a ton of money off of people contributing to the maintenance of the list, yes? Am I out of my mind?
Many people note that.
Find a fellow Brazilian who could maintain that side of your website, continue to add to it, do a little bit extra here and there maybe, get people giving money for that if you went all in on it.
The website was not going on anymore. I kind of disappeared for the most of last year, unless from Twitter, because Twitter was like very, very easy. Just type some stuff and people like Varadak, she came and sent me a message. Hey, Cabruz, where are you?
Vera Dark, not Veradak. Vera Dark. I know.
People,
some ginger lady.
No, why don't you continue the website anymore? No, then I explained her the situation, and she presented me to a friend of her to help building the website. But this friend of her ended up having a disagreement, a fight with the guy that was also wanting to help me. So he ended up only the other guy, you know, building the entire website for me. And it was great. No, the website works great. The website's fine. I even recruited some volunteers to help me, you know, write gaming news on it. So why did I stop? Money. You can't dedicate to a cause if you can't pay your bills. The sad truth is that many people want to see me adding games to the list. Many people send me games for me
but they're not
to analyze. And Cabruz, is there DI in this? Cabruz, what's wrong with this game? Can I play this? Can I play this? Should I buy this? But bro, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that you guys see me as this big reference. I mean, I am honored, you know, to have this title. I feel honored, and I feel very proud to be the guy that started it all. I'm very honored and proud of what we all as the gaming community have achieved, you know, in the past almost 2 years. But the website didn't give me a single penny. Okay, I received donations for like $10, $50. There was a guy that donated $100 one time. And that's it. It reached a point.
And what did you do to encourage that? How did you approach fundraising?
Point where I was pretty much doing community work. So I stopped because I got to pay.
Yeah, like those fucking losers who volunteered to help you, right? You're not one of those fucking schmucks, yeah, Cabrutus?
Pay my bills. See, guys, unfortunately, I was born in a third world country.
Third world? Unfortunately, I was born in the third world.
And raised in Brazil. I don't believe that content creation will help me achieve my goals. Getting out of Brazil for good to a decent place. I have this dream of going back to Japan. Or, you know, if I can't go back to Japan.
He does not speak Japanese, by the way. He went to Japan to learn Japanese and was so uncomfortable with Japanese that he refused to speak it in videos. I find that great.
And could be United States, but United States is a long time dream I have since a childhood to go and live in the United States, but it's so difficult. So this is a dream that I have accepted within myself that I am.
I'm fucking poor. I can't fucking make money. I want to go live in Japan. Surely all of your viewers fucking despise you because of this. I don't know. I feel like this is a massive misread on the kind of person he's been courting.
Very probably not going to be able to fulfill.
Hi, I'm a poor third worlder and I want to go to Japan. Aren't you who all your viewers want to die? I don't know.
So I am planning on going to Paraguay. You know, if shit really,
that's more like it.
I mean, if shit really hits the fan this year here in Brazil, what happened in Venezuela, my friends, has a lot to do with Brazil. Okay, we are also under fucking communist hands. And some people do not understand why I hate the left and the leftists so much. If you guys grew up in a place where you had to have real fear of communism, of dictators, you know, authoritarianism, you guys would understand my position. I don't talk a lot about it very often because it isn't even safe to talk about this in Brazil.
Okay.
You can get persecuted, you can go to jail just for mentioning this kind of stuff. This is current era Brazil for you guys. I want to live.
I expect you better be in chains in a week.
I am a 35 years old man.
Oh, nonsense.
I have no family. I had a girlfriend.
For clarification, I have no quote-unquote wife and kids.
And I used to have girlfriends. No, I was good looking. I wasn't fat and ugly like I am right now. I had a thing on everything because I knew that I don't want to stay here. So I started dedicating myself to my career. I was a software engineer, in case you guys didn't know. I worked.
But you can't. What? Website design and whatnot, different skill. But I feel like if you're a software engineer, it shouldn't be hard to do the base. Am I out of my mind?
with JavaScript, C#,
Oh,
and now I am studying Python because I have a plan on getting back, to the IT field. Because IT knowledge, tech knowledge, is what will help me achieve my goals of leaving Brazil for good. Not content creation, not the DEI detected cause. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Right now, today is January 11, 2026. I am more focused.
Then do it. How did going around and fucking about in Tokyo for a few weeks help you get out of get out of Brazil permanently? Seems like you burnt a lot of money and are back to square one, is what it looks like to me. Looked like you're a scrambling retard to me, Cabrutus.
On taking back the control of my life. I completely lost control of my own life in the recent years. I have gained more than 100 pounds. I went deep in depression. I've lost my job. So I'm going 2 years and a half, unemployed.
The thing is, isn't the website just literally a fucking list? It's called Squarespace, bro.
Money I had, I sold all my stuff. Other money.
Get a template.
I had.
If he's literally just talking about front end shit, use a template service.
Decided to go to Japan after 2022.
That there was some proven malfeasance.
Thank you, Didac.
Elections. 2022 elections.
Holy fuck, Miller. This is like during GG when the E-celebs were trying to build a career out of it. Do you remember Jenny Barrage? Do you remember Jenny Barrage? Made that, ran a GoFundMe for an independent reviews website. Just made Metacritic, but even more shit. Insane. Here's what he should have done. Kiss. Cabrutus should have gone Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Perhaps even literally just leave it to being the Steam curator. Run a GoFundMe. And the GoFundMe is, I can't dedicate the time needed to check these games and update my list without being paid. It takes too much time. I'm poor. I'm in a shithole country. So, to be able to do this for the next, choose a year, choose 2 years, I need this much money. If he had done that right at the start, people would have massively fucking overshot whatever that goal was. And he would have a big fucking pile of cash to sit on and live off of for like a decade plus. And all he would have to do is update his little Steam curator group or a tiny little list website. There you go, Cabrutus.
Happened.
Too late now. You don't have the spice or the heat anymore. You could have done that.
Bolsonaro lost. So I thought to myself, okay, it is. I'm gonna leave this country.
And the promise of like a crowdfunded thing like that would literally just be, I update my list with all the new games and stuff. So you would easily have been able to keep all your promises from doing something like that. No one gets scammed. You do what you said. You would have gotten a ton of money if you did that right at the start. No one gets ripped off. Totally wouldn't have been worth it, but it would have been, but the value people would get would be like sticking it to Sweet Baby, and they would be happy to pay it to do that. Yeah, everyone would be happy. You'd have a ton of money.
You guys have no idea of who Lula is. You guys have no idea. He is the founder of Foro de São Paulo. If you guys never heard about it, just search about it. And I was so fucking pissed because this guy got back. It felt like Brazil going back 20 years.
I don't care about Brazil.
No, angry. I was pissed. I was angry. Okay, I gotta go to Japan. Then I paid a Japanese.
A cute bot team fed the streamer $2.
Thank you, cute bot team.
Should be Brazilian Miles Chung.
What does that even mean in this context? They call me... Ian Miles Chong quote, they call me the banana. Do you remember that era of Chong?
I was pissed. I was angry.
You think he should have flipped sides?
Okay, I gotta go to Japan. Then I paid a Japanese school, and I got my student visa and went to Japan. So I did this all in 2023. But 1 month.
Went to Japan with a student visa to learn Japanese.
before my departure to Japan, you guys knew what happened. You guys know what happened. The DI detected thing happened. The Sweet Baby Ink detected on Steam happened. It turned my life upside down. Dude. All of a sudden, I had to, okay, Cabruz, you gotta try to become a content creator. Cabruz, you have a huge audience. Go for it. It turned my life up.
Hold up.
Detected thing happened. The Sweet Baby Ink detected on Steam happened. It turned my life upside down. Dude. All of a sudden, I had to, okay, Cabruz, you gotta try to become a content creator. Cabruz,
So fucking what if people say that?
you have a huge audience, go for it. And there was a guy from Italy. He approached me and he said, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to be an influencer, yada yada yada, this and that.
A guy from Italy. You don't understand. A man from Italy contacted me.
I was just following his instructions.
You're older than me. You're older than me. Dog. I'm 34.
Turned out in the end, he was just a grifter. He was just someone that was trying to take advantage of my influence. All of this stormed my life. They're taking my life by storm. And suddenly I was in Japan for learning Japanese. But at the same time, I had to take care of building a website and making videos and posting on Twitter and participating in interviews. And
Posting on Twitter.
And this and that. Bro, I gave up Japan to try to chase this. I'm just being very open with you all here.
You gave up Japan to come home and post videos for an average of 1.5k views. You said you left Japan because you couldn't afford to stay there. That's what you said at the time. Actually.
Back from Japan to chase this career. It's not only about money.
I think you're fucking lying.
You know, but
I think you expected people to give you more money. I think you thought you would be raking it in while in Japan, and you fucking weren't. You fucked up, and so you had to go home because you burnt all your money. That's what I think happened. Sure is what it sounded like when you first went back home.
But I mean, it's something that I truly love. I love video games. So I thought to myself, I have this opportunity of making a life. No, I mean, I'm not becoming rich on this kind of stuff. Just being able to pay my bills and have some quality of life, and have this financial freedom, to be able to go anywhere, and just live off of my content. But you guys know what happened when I came back from Japan? I've entered in a huge depression spiral for I don't know, man, 6 or more months, and I have destroyed my life even more.
What did you do?
Right now, I'm trying to take back my life. I mean, I have to take back
your life by returning to IT, yes? Or was that a lie?
the control.
What are you going to say
in Brazil,
now?
we have this.
Because remember, he said he's spamming videos to try and make money because he needs money. But then he started saying, this shit won't make me money, I need to go into IT. Return to IT even. So I'm learning Python. Kind of weird, right?
Translating, you gotta take back the control of your life. I mean, I gotta, get my shit together. That's what I'm trying to say in the end. I mean, I need to take care of my health. Stop being this overweight. I've recently got back to gym, and I am trying to eat healthier. That's a good start, I guess. I am studying Python and machine learning, this kind of stuff, because in these 2 years that I've been absent from my work, the IT field, it changed a lot. AI happened. So I got to relearn how.
AI happened in the last 2 years. AI happened.
To work in this.
What were your previous job titles, Cabrutus? I'd like to know. Last place you worked, what was your job title?
Those are the 2 main things. I am dedicating myself to. I'm trying at least to dedicate myself to. So unless I start making, I don't know, $2,000 a month, or at least $1,000 a month, $1,000, $1,500.
Tim, you played that UK propaganda game. Is the implication that astroturfed waifu is the same age as the protagonist, which is 11, if I remember correctly? No. The protagonist isn't 11. 11 is the lowest age that resource will be used for. So it's 11 to 18-year-olds are who that resource is meant for, to be taught about extremism. The character in it would be going to like a culinary college So they'd be at least, what, 16? The character would be at least 16. Because they were talking about in the game getting a job offer or not as well.
Of content creation, that's the kind of content I can put out.
Protagonist is 20 plus, he goes to college. In the UK, not university. Not university, college in the UK. College is not university in the UK.
My friends, I have to chase the algo, I have to chase the trends, because I am, unfortunately, a slave of the algorithm. All of this that I mentioned...
Slave of the algorithm. You're not even getting whipped, boy. The algorithm doesn't even know about you. He makes this video, and now it's... I have to chase the algorithm with my video, Why Waifus Are Taking Over. Picture of Tifa Lockhart. Maybe I suppose they could be 18. I think realistically, it would be like the same age you'd be in A levels. So what, like 16 to 18? Could be 18. Says he's 16 on the website, yeah. Underage for parts of the US, not underage in the UK. After this, I guess we'll watch how he's chasing the algorithm.
Were my decisions, and no, many of them were stupid decisions. To be very transparent with you all here, okay, I'm gonna show you how much I'm making this month.
Oh Christ!
At least
on YouTube, like AdSense. YouTube AdSense. I'm gonna say $60.
To this date, right?
To this date.
January 11 in 2026. Okay, I'm gonna show you all. This is my membership board on Buy Me a Coffee. It's 152, 6 members.
That's fucking tight.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for.
Let me show you this shit amount of money I'm given. Thank you so much. Fuck off.
For not stopping supporting my work and for not stopping believing in me. So this is what I make per month for my members. If you multiply this for 5 or something, which is the actual conversion rate, I can now pay my rent with it. That's why it's so valuable for me. Pay my rent with it. That's why
So you got 6 people paying your rent. That fucking rules. What?
It's so valuable for me. Now, this is how much I've made with YouTube this month.
How much did I say? Fuck, I said 80, didn't I? I said $80. Fuck, I was off, but I wasn't off by much.
So far, 66.
Did I say 60? If I said 60, I'm a fucking god.
Dollars. I know, my content, no, this is not the kind of content I wanted to be making, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. But
is there anything more I can glean from here? Oh! Chasing the algorithm. This upload, 2.6% click-through rate. If you are chasing the algorithm, that percentage there is what you need to be maximizing. If 2.6 is god-awful dog shit, nobody wants to see it level.
Content, no, this is not.
I'm not a fucking maniac, so I'm not going to post up the back end. Latest video, click-through rate. At this point, 9%. When I upload a video, normally it's between 10 and 20% click-through rate. Slowly shrinks down through its life to like 8%.
The kind of content I wanted to be making, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, but it's helping me, it's helping me. If I convert this, it's over 400 Brazilian reais. I can buy food for at least 2 or 3 weeks with it. And this is how much I've made with Twitter. So this is my last payment, a little bit more
Okay.
than 400, almost 500. So if we sum up,
So like every month you're making multiple times your rent.
everything, it's around 2,000 Brazilian reais. It's enough
And your rent you suggested was what, like 600? That's really good.
for me to pay for my rent, pay my internet, pay some bills, but I have money in the bank, that I had previously. Unfortunately, the website doesn't give me a single penny anymore. This is the page, the official DI detected page I have created on Twitter. You guys knew I really tried to make the website.
Shouldn't have done the website, and if you were going to, you should have done a crowdfund at the start. That's how you capitalize on this stuff. You don't assume you're gonna stay hot. You go, I'm fucking hot right now. Let's get paid as much as possible. Not scam people. Be like if you went, I'm gonna maintain this website for at least a year. That means covering any AAA release, this or that. I need this much to justify doing it. Let people give you even more than that, and then do all of that. And then after that time frame you make a promise for, if you do all of that, you're good, you haven't scammed anyone. They maybe gave you more than they would have if you weren't hot in the moment, and they might get bored of it, but you haven't scammed anyone and you've made a bag. That's fine. You should have done that.
Come back, and when I say come back, it is in a profitable way, because it has to be profitable. Otherwise, it's just community work. I'm not rich. I cannot use my time for community work. I'm sorry, but I can't. It's just what it is. Okay, if people don't see value in what I do, then it's fine. I'm not here to complain or victimize myself.
Wait, this is what you were doing with the website? Indie Spotlight #1, Dying Breed, a Uruguayan love letter to classic RTS. Can we take money from this guy?
Just saying that I need money to pay my bills. If something is not paying my bills, is not being profitable for me, I will stop. And again, I brought up these DI levels, though I have paid an artist to make all of these emblems for me. I'm gonna go deep.
Just a fucking Steam group, man. Just a Steam group. Man. Or have the website literally just be a nicely presented version of the list. I am describing my mindset at the time of commissioning the emblems. I am not currently planning or promising game reviews. Apologies, English is not my first language.
Into this DEI detecting.
It's my third after Japanese.
Okay, I'm gonna make game reviews. I'm gonna dissect every single aspect of it. But the truth is, if you can't pay your bills, if it's not being profitable, then there's no point. So I'm just showing all of this to you guys, so you guys know I tried. I've put my own money in this. It didn't work out. There is something that this
I've tried to put my own money in this, literally just for those images, though, yeah?
guy mentioned that really
Just
draw
for
my
that
attention.
art.
He did not have the personality or intellect to continue down the path
Here we go.
laid out for him.
Here we go.
The man has served his purpose, and better people have taken up the baton with the intent of highlighting what is wrong with the industry. I see where he is coming from.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, tons of content creators started talking about DI in video games, DI news, DI this, DI that.
This guy is a soulless, brainless golem. I see where they're coming.
And they were way more successful than me in all of this. And I mean, congratulations to them. I don't hold any grudge against anyone that took my trend, the trend that I have started.
What trend? Wait, shitting on gay stuff in video games? You did not start that. No.
And made more money than me with it, and found more success than me with it. Because when I created the Sweet Baby Detective creator page, I wanted to cause an
I don't think anyone else is really doing that.
impact in the gaming industry. That was my main goal. And hey, I achieved it. I am
How
impact in the gaming. When I created the Sweet Baby Detective creator page, I wanted to cause an impact in the gaming industry. That was my main goal. And hey, I achieved it. I am very proud to be the guy that started a change for good in the gaming industry. And now
Started. Okay.
all of this, content creation and money and this kind of stuff, I definitely wasn't ready for it. No, people claim, oh, he wasn't ready, he wasn't the right guy. No shit, Sherlock. I never even tried to be, an influencer.
Excuse me? Most of this video is you talking about how desperately you were chasing that, actually. And that multiple people convinced you to. What?
A content creator, all this kind of stuff. I never tried, man. I was just, your average Joe that likes playing
The Italian.
video games, like sports. I'm a huge soccer fan. I'm Brazilian, okay? Bro, I was like an amateur athlete that had his IT career, played lots of video games, and was I'm still
The black guy, I won't censor his face.
very passionate about video games. It was never, my calling to become a content creator. Actually, I just started this channel because...
What about the Italian who tricked you into being an influencer? Do you remember that? Let me check something. Sorry, I'm coughing. No, this better not be what it looks like. Cabrutus. My buddy. My pal. Let's get back here and give this a look. Do you remember when he went for this look? Remember when he was trying to Dr. Disrespect out?
It's just that, if you want to donate to me, this is
Let's jump back a
going
bit.
to be used to build this PC. Okay? Please do not consider this.
Hey, he's just like me. He's just like me. You can donate to me for my PC fund. For when my computer breaks, I'll use that fund to help me pay for it. Obviously, I'll mostly be paying for the computer on my own, but it will help. I'm scared of my computer breaking. And that would be nice, but...
A crowdfunding or, one of those Kickstarter or something. It's just that, if you want to donate to me...
Oh, so he did jump on it and try to do crowdfunding, but didn't offer anything in return.
This is where the money going to, I'm investing to become a better content creator for you.
No, so it is. So 5th June 2024, he was promoting a crowdfund for a computer so he could become a better content creator. 2 weeks ago, he's telling us he had no interest in that, wasn't trying to do that.
Guys, and also to be able to bring more quality live streams and everything, okay? Also, of course, it is going...
Yeah.
Was Craig from Side Scrollers. He invited me for an interview, and after we finished it, to participate on a live stream with him, and after we finished it, he was like, you should start a YouTube channel, and then he talked to me, people want to hear from you, people want this. Okay, let's give it a shot. I guess it worked out because I have 30-something thousand subscribers.
No, it didn't work out. You have 30,000 subscribers and a fucking 2% click-through rate, so no, it did not work out.
And I have people that come back and want to hear what I have to say. I think that biggest benefit from all of this is the friends I've made. I have befriended many amazing, wonderful people, and I am very satisfied with that.
Wonderful.
Also,
wonderful
again,
people.
I could just end up my creator page on Steam, as the guy mentioned, and this is something I really agree with him. The least purpose has been achieved. My purpose has been achieved. I've already won this war. I started a movement. I started a something very special. I started gaming at 2, bro.
2. What does that 2 mean? Why is it 2?
Just a random Brazilian dude that has lots of accent and that had learned English by playing World of Warcraft. I'm not from São Paulo. I'm from the fucking Northeast, Bro, the Northeast is a nightmare. It's the worst place in Brazil. It's the most violent. It's the most leftist. It fucking sucks. I hail from a city called Fortaleza in a state called Ceará. It's a fucking nightmare. It's disgusting. I managed to cause an impact in all the world of gaming just using the internet. So I've won. I've already won. No exclusive pools just for this tier alone to help me decide what are gonna be, which one is gonna be the next game I'm gonna be DI detecting. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy the games. Lots of people tell me, Bruce, you should just pirate the game, don't buy them, yada yada yada. Dude, no. I am trying to become a serious content creator here, okay? I'm not gonna pirate game. Believe me, I would love to not have to, but for reviewing purposes or for bringing and
I am trying to become a serious content creator. Give me money. Now, I wasn't trying to. People just tricked me into it, blah, 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 blah.
And I am proud of it. I never imagined in my life that I could achieve something like this. But I did. And I understand that, these people are, way more successful than me, talking about the DEI and this kind of stuff, Sweet Baby Inc., yada, yada, yada.
Never wanted to be a content creator, guys.
But I'm not a native English speaker. It's probably a pain for some of you guys to have to listen to me for a long time because of
Correct.
my accent, my third world cities and English, my English, right? But I'm sorry, that's the best I can do for you. Oh, no, that's the way I can. I know how to speak. These people that have studios, they have professional equipment, they have been in this for a long time. They are professionals. I'm not. And
You don't need to be. You just need two brain cells to rub together.
I'm not sure if I will ever be. So it's okay. It's fine. It's how things work. I'm sorry if I can't make the content you guys wanted to see from me, but I have to prioritize myself right now. I have to prioritize paying my bills. I have to prioritize surviving a third world country and getting the heck out of here. Recently, I even sold, like 70% of my game collection. Hurts. But it was a tough decision I had to make. And I also have something important to say just to make it clear before anyone claims anything, okay? Yeah, I have a Switch, a Nintendo Switch 2, and I was...
What? What's the relevance of this?
Something important to say just to make it clear before anyone claims anything, okay? Yeah, I have a Switch, a Nintendo Switch 2, and I was live streaming Donkey Kong Bonanza in my Brazilian channel. It was a gift from a dear friend, okay? Just to make it very clear, it was a gift from a dear friend. She traveled to France and she brought it.
What?
Cabral, it's start for you to grow up.
I don't understand what he's fucking saying. You can be poor and have a Switch too.
I know, I told myself, yeah, time to grow up. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the age, because I've turned 35, and I started thinking to myself, I dedicate too much money, time, and energy into hobbies. I need to start caring about other stuff. There's more in life than just video games. I need the money. I sold my PlayStation 5. I sold more than 20-ish physical games.
He's lying. What games? If what you had was a PS5, what games were you selling?
For PlayStation, Xbox, and I still have a bunch of games. I have an entire suitcase with a lot of games that I've bought in Japan, and I'm gonna...
What the fuck do you mean? I have a suitcase of games I bought in Japan. This is unfucking...
very soon. So a lot of games that I've bought in Japan, and I'm gonna...
There has to be more to life than hobbies. Anyway, check out this suitcase of games I brought from Japan.
start selling all of them very soon. So I'm sorry, okay, but I have to prioritize myself. I have to prioritize my financial life. I'm not saying that I am starving. I mean, you guys can clearly see I'm definitely not starving, all right? Look, I'm definitely not starving, okay? I can starve a little while. But I have to get my shit back together. Yeah. So I'll keep dedicating myself to the Python. No, I'm learning Python, machine learning. I need to get a job, and I will give a thought the path I should follow regarding this YouTube channel. I gotta be honest, I'm not happy with the kind of content I've been making. I don't know. I won't make any promises, but yeah, I will try to balance paying my bills with quality content. I don't know how to call it. Thank you all that have been following me during all this time. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for caring about me. Thank you that has always that donated money to me to help me and also have kept your membership during all this time. And thank you that just watch my videos and want to hear what I have to say. Okay,
I wanted to hear
that's it.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thank you guys. See you guys next time. Ciao.
Ciao. So what is this content he's producing to chase the algo? Oh, he's doing polls. He's doing a bunch of polls. Just to let you know that this next video is in production, it's taking a bit longer because it's going to be a different kind of video. After some reflection, I decided to try something new. I'm really excited to see what you think. Thank you so much. YouTube and Kick. He wants to multi-stream. Does he not even have like an unlisted VODs playlist or anything like I do?
Since the middle of the 2010s, whenever a new game is announced and one of its character designs goes viral, it is immediately deemed a waifu by the gaming community.
Rocky the Black Dragon says, I ultra love and a fan of waifus, based, raw, uncensored, and uncut. He has a fucking editor. I had a ton of fun editing this video. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Are you paying this editor or are they doing it for free? I imagine I know the answer to this.
And when that happens, a family chorus begins. This is problematic. This is harmful. This is irresponsible.
Pay attention.
A waifu by the gaming community. And when that happens, a family chorus begins. This is problematic.
When's this from?
This is harmful.
2022.
This is
2016 video.
Irresponsible. This needs to be fixed. We are told very seriously that we are not really looking at just pixels or drawings, but instead that we are looking at a moral issue, one that causes a fundamental and deep problem within our society.
Gmurgit, please. Gmurgit, please.
On the surface level, this is all absurd.
What the fuck did he just say?
Within our society. On the surface level, this is
surface level, there we go.
All absurd. I mean, we are talking about fictional characters, right? Just pixels arranged on a screen. But the intensity of these arguments tells us something very important. None of this has ever really been about the characters themselves. In fact, it is about control. And especially about ideology. It is about...
This guy doesn't know what he's fucking saying. It's about control. Especially about ideology.
A group of people who have decided that entertainment must no longer exist for enjoyment, escapism, or even imagination.
What year is it? What, you could get away with this 12 years ago. 12 years ago, this would work.
But
You're too late.
instead, it must exist to propagate their personal political agendas. But first things first, what is a waifu? And what does
Alright.
it represent?
What the fuck is that thing on the right?
Basically, a waifu is a fictional female character from anime, manga, or video games, to whom a person is attracted to and regarded as their ideal romantic partner, as their waifu, which originated from the Japanese pronunciation of the English
Grim.
word wife. There is also the equivalent word for male characters called husbandos, but the truth is that they never really been the target of political activists, so I'll keep focusing only on the waifus in this video.
I see.
The fact is that it is very easy to mock the word waifu, but in the end, it simply refers to a character someone feels attached to or finds aesthetically appealing. Human beings have always done this. We have always had our favorite heroes, favorite archetypes, and favorite
Prehistoric. Show me the prehistoric waifus. Let's go.
fictional ideals. Games and anime in
The script isn't good enough to be AI gen, I
general
think.
are not driven by realism. They are built on exaggeration and fantasy.
Built
Are
to...
not driven by realism. They are built on exaggeration and
They are fucking what?
and anime in general are not driven by realism. They are built on exaggeration and
Built on exaggeration.
fantasy. A waifu is the perfect
No, I know, Didak. I wanted to show the fertility statue waifus.
representation of this impulse, the desire to step into a world that is not this one, escapism. And escapism is not a flaw. It is one of the oldest and most fundamental
You justified politicization, Cabrutus, when you described the waifu as the representation of a person's ideal partner. You fucked up immediately.
purposes of storytelling. People do not tell stories only to explain the world we live in. They also tell stories to escape it for a while. For most of gaming history, criticism follows
Or, as you suggested, to present an idealized version of reality, yes? To present an ideal, or what you want in real life, not just a way to get away from it, yeah?
it a simple criteria. Is it fun? What are the core gameplay mechanics? Who are these characters and what is their purpose? Does it bring any innovation to the genre? But in the early 2010s, something changed. That was when a particular mindset, one that sees all media primarily as a political instrument, was imported wholesale into gaming culture. It was also around this time that terms like the male gaze entered everyday online discourse in gaming spaces.
In gaming spaces, sure, it had been popular online
The
longer
concept
than that.
itself comes from older academic film theory, but it was in the early 2010s that it became mainstream in gaming discussions, largely through the work of people like Anita Sarkeesian
What
and
year
her
is it?
Troops vs. Women in video game series. Which
Troops versus women. This
precise
rules.
and fair, she did not invent these ideas. What she did
Mm-hmm.
was popularize them in a very aggressive and
I would not call Anita Sarkeesian's output aggressive. No.
unfortunately successful way. The most important point, however, is that she helped
Aggressive? No.
normalize a way of looking at games and gamers that would persist for years and cause serious damage. Not only looking at games and gamers that would persist for years.
No, I don't think she managed to do that. I think more significant is the people who view things that way getting into positions of influence in major companies. That's what really mattered. Anita, her direct influence was really very little. Articles about her were more influential than her herself, even, I would say.
And cause serious damage not only to the gaming community and the gaming culture, but also to the gaming industry. It was from that point on that games were not entertainment anymore. They were ideological instruments to be managed. As instruments, developers had to adapt games to fit these political agendas, these ideologies. How can a game promote a progressive message if it has traditionally masculine characters in it? So the solution is to replace the manly protagonist.
Like, Anita was pretty bad at promoting herself. You might say, well, she was on this, she was on that, she was in these articles. Yeah, that was being pursued by third parties. Once she was no longer hot and she wasn't useful to people, she just went off a cliff. Calling her aggressive and the way she did things aggressive is giving her way too much credit.
With an empowered and perpetually angry woman and make the story revolve around her. What if a game series has a white male protagonist who is beloved by the fanbase?
She was also carried heavily by Jonathan McIntosh. I like to bring this up. Obviously, feminist frequency has collapsed. It's no longer a thing. But if you look at the channel, oh god, still uploading. Less than 1,000 views, less than 600 views, 593, 531. And you scroll back like a year ago, 668 views. Nothing. What really absolutely massacred feminist frequency was a writer left feminist frequency, and the videos changed completely after that. The guy who left continued making videos, and his latest video has 561,000 views. The one before that, 216,000. The one before that, 704,000. She was doing well. This guy left. She dropped to getting less than 1,000 views a video, and the guy who left's channel does sick. It's called a sexist conspiracy theory or something. No, Jonathan McIntosh was the heart and soul of feminist frequency. Sorry. Obviously true.
Simple. Get rid of him in the sequel. What if the motion capture actress for a female character looks too beautiful? Then her in-game appearance must be altered until the character looks like a real empowered woman.
You've tried to make a video essay out of a chain of topics that are more suited for daily videos and are old and out of...
Suddenly, we began to see female characters who had always looked good, attractive, and worn sexy outfits start to become increasingly less attractive, while their outfits were drastically changed to
the Battletoads downgrade.
cover almost, if not all, of their skin.
That's probably a bad example, because with this art style, it would I feel like it would look insane for her to have big old bazongas. That shit is bad overall. I would have to agree it does look like dog shit. Why do all of the Battletoads look like a piece of toast? Why do their heads look like a piece of
outfits
toast?
were drastically changed to cover almost, if not all, of their skin. The clearest example that comes to my
Like, that shit is happening all the time. Battletoads is not the one I would pick.
mind is Scarlet from the Mortal Kombat series. She used to look like this in Mortal Kombat 9, a game released in 2000 Kombat series. She used
Wait, which one's that from?
to look like this in Mortal Kombat 9, a game released in 2011. And then she started looking like this in Mortal Kombat 11, released in 2019,
Hijabified.
almost a decade later. What makes this even more absurd is that it does not even make sense within the game's own setting. Scarlet needs to absorb blood from her opponents as fuel for her blood-based magic.
This is
She
retarded.
gains strength and heals by absorbing blood, either by drinking it or through her skin. Within the logic of the character and the world, she needs to wear revealing outfits
This makes you seem like a fucking freak.
in combat. Clearly, this was a decision
It's okay to be like, looks way better with less on. She was fucking cool as fuck, and I loved her being a sex appeal character. You can literally just do that. When you start arguing the physics of blood magic,
driven by ideology.
you're out in the weeds.
Something reinforced by Jack's ending, in which
Having started your video by complaining about appeals to realism, you are complaining about the practicalities of blood magic, bro. You can't do both.
he decides to go back in time and build a Wakanda-like country in Africa, completely abandoning his roots as someone born in the United States. Jax has always been portrayed as a staunch patriot.
Mortal Kombat does shit tons of gay, like, timeline reset, new timeline, different timeline. In this timeline, the guy's like this, and this timeline he's like that.
He lives an intense military life, but his core
It's like I feel like it's a bad franchise to like complain about this
his
stuff.
homeland and his family. I don't know about you guys,
Bad
but
choice.
for me he doesn't sound like someone that would want to leave America and go live in Africa. Not to mention Shao Kahn, a genocidal tyrant using
Sounds like someone who should go back home.
one of Donald Trump's most famous lines for his presidential campaign.
Let us make Outworld great again.
Mortal Kombat 11
It is corny as fuck. I don't know. I think it's fun though.
is only one example of a long-running
Based Shao Kahn.
franchise being distorted into an ideological vehicle. Over the past decade, many once beloved series have undergone similar transformations, in which creative priorities were gradually replaced by messaging, and entertainment was increasingly subordinated to cultural and political signaling. The result has been a growing sense of alienation.
Mortal Kombat 11 had a MILF agenda. How is Jax a waifu? Good point. Good point. Obviously, he was going on a tangent, but off focus for the video. Mortal Kombat 11, was she a DLC or just a new character? The elemental MILF had her bazongas out. Yeah? The plant MILF, the zoner.
Among longtime fans who can no longer recognize the words and characters they once loved. And right in the middle of this chaotic political and ideological warfare that the Western gaming industry has become, the symbolism of the waifu truly began to shine.
Am I remembering right? Like she had she doesn't show as much as I remembered her showing. I thought she showed a lot. But compared to the other women in Mortal Kombat 11,
Fight.
I remember her boobs being bigger and more exposed, but whatever.
It came to represent gamers
I do not think 11 had Ferrator at all, not even as DLC.
who were longing for simpler times. When gaming meant living through memorable characters and stories. When gaming meant community, friendship, and fun.
Excuse me?
Almost feels like a seal of approval, a quality mark that says non-political or free of ideology. A guarantee that none of the previously mentioned
You have just politicized waifus, you dipshit.
examples of
Why would you
agenda
do that?
pushing will take place in this game. It is not only about appealing to gooners. It is about delivering a quality product that offers escapism in the form of entertainment. Just seeing that a game will feature waifus makes many gamers feel confident that it is going to be a good game, one made for entertainment.
If you fucking ignore the existence of gacha, one of the biggest genres in existence, maybe the biggest money-making one, mobile scam slop, if you totally ignore that and don't know anything about games, sure.
Not for indoctrination.
When I see a game that advertises itself as having hundreds of big-tit anime women, I know I'm in for a good value, high-quality experience. Shut the
Makes
fuck
people
up.
more willing to buy it. But it's not in the gaming culture that we can see the power that waifus have in our culture nowadays. Pathways, a psyops in form of a game made by
my
UK
God.
government aimed to teach people, especially kids,
Not made by the UK government.
that the immigrants currently in England are actually good people, and that British people who are against the immigrants currently in England are actually good people.
I am though. What the fuck? Why are you casting shade?
And that British people who are against mass migration and want bad actors to be deported are terrible people. This is represented in the game by the character Amelia, a
This video is cucked. Oh wow, I can't believe they're disparaging people who just want the bad ones deported. There are a lot of people who want a lot more than that, and they're right to want that.
Girl who thinks England should belong to the English and wants migrants to be deported. The thing is, for some reason they decided to make her a cute girl that stands with you until the end if you support her.
Why are you saying cute? No. Stop.
In a matter of hours, Amelia became an internet waifu, celebrated as a kind of a new national symbol of England, and hundreds, if not thousands of memes featuring her started showing up everywhere. It escalated so quickly
This is raped freak shit.
and so much that the UK government itself decided to simply remove the game from their official website.
The character itself is like paused like Globo Homo art. The significant thing is that she is the avatar of an ideology. And in the game's world, the real life version of that would be that she's a cute girl that the guy would think is cute. If you actually fucking think this drawing in the game is cute, you're fucked in the head.
Unfortunately for them, that only caused the Streisand simply remove the game from their official website.
That never happened. People on Twitter said it did. Unless it's happened at this point, it's possible.
Unfortunately for them, that only caused the Streisand effect for Amelia, making her go even more viral.
There is no Streisand effect because it didn't get taken down when people said it was.
That's right, guys. A waifu had the power to completely jeopardize an entire PSYOP operation made by
An entire PSYOP operation. Wrong, you dumb fuck, because it's a resource they're going to be teaching young children in schools. They're going to be showing that to kids as young as 11. What you do on the internet doesn't fucking matter. You haven't beaten anything, you haven't won. You've used her for something else, and that's fun. You have not beaten the PSYOP, because it's a lot more than that. Fuck me!
Of a first world country against its own people.
This is self-subversion through catharsis. We did it! We won! We did it! We made fucking AI porn of a kid! Yay! We won! We won! Meanwhile, your children are being raped at school. Nice.
The game would still be up and running if they had not decided to turn the villain of their people. This game would still be up.
Editor's note, you can still play Pathways. The game went back online during editing. It, as far as I'm aware, it never went down.
Up and running if they had not decided to turn the villain of their story into a waifu-like figure, which is a perfect showcase of how completely out of touch.
Waifu-like figure. That's not the problem. She doesn't look like a waifu at all. If she didn't hold those views, you wouldn't have waifuified her. The point is, she would be an obvious love interest for the main character. And for a kid, the girl with the pink hair and a choker would be of interest to them. And they seem to have ignored that element entirely in their game.
Watch these people are. They don't know their own citizens. More than anything else, waifus are a symbol of resistance. Resistance against indoctrination. Resistance against people who think they can dictate what we can and cannot like. Resistance against authoritarianism. And that's a wrap.
Cabrutus, why do you like Amelia?
I believe this trend of waifus being celebrated in modern culture will not go away anytime soon, and I'm glad.
Amelia as an anti-authoritarian figure. I don't know about that one, dog.
For that. And I say this as someone who never had a waifu in his life before. I usually prefer
The Pathways video, even when I was looking at it, was unlisted, yes.
playing big badass manly dudes whenever I have the chance. This is my kind of character, you know. This is my kind of stereotype I like in video games. But of course that doesn't stop me from recognizing the importance that waifus have in the current era of gaming and entertainment. So thanks, waifus. Thanks for fighting alongside the gaming community and somehow making the gaming industry better. By the way, this is the kind of video I want to make moving forward with this channel. I want to
Diluting Amelia's power as a fash icon.
focus on more stuff that I actually enjoy talking about than just spamming videos. So things are going to be different from now on. If you like this content, consider becoming a monthly member through my Buy Me a Coffee page and encourage me to keep putting out more videos like this.
Buy me a coffee.
Any value helps. Thanks in advance and see you guys next time. Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao. What am I holding? This? I'm holding this. Do you like it? Tim, react to this. I'm okay, thanks. I'm alright. Many people have demonstrated that they are the kind of individual that, under an Amelia-based government, would be executed in the street. What else we got? Sony wants AI to play games for you. Talking about that for 7 minutes, or does he? Let's see what he does with that. I'm fascinated by Brutus now. Do we have
So
you?
it has begun. It really has begun. What started as a simple joke, game journalists wanting games to play themselves, so it's gonna be easier for them to make the review.
He's listening to something in the background. Listen.
So it has begun. It really has begun. What started as a simple joke, game journalists wanting games to play.
What is that in the background? Love my video on the Cologne coverage? Holy shit, that is old as hell. I vaguely remember that one. Is that the one where I did the edit joke? I did multiple edits that were meant to be extreme and over the top and people just thought they were real? Is that the one where I was like, the German government has advised women not to wear panties so that migrants won't become enraged when they try to rape them, and so they'll just get raped instead of raped and killed? Is it the one where I made that joke? I don't remember. Anyway, I don't think it's an echo of him.
Themselves, so it's gonna be easier for them to make the reviews, yada yada yada. It's finally turning into reality. Sony AI patent will see PlayStation games
It's clearly saying something entirely different to him.
play themselves when players are stuck. That's it. That's it. That's the start. No, that's the beginning. In a few years, or even, I don't know, months, perhaps, have no idea, we're gonna start seeing games that can be entirely played by AI instead of players,
Cabrutus losing his mind at RuneScape.
And this is truly a dream coming true for gaming journals. Okay, so let's take a read at the article. AI-generated Ghost Player Assistant
Thank you,
Hi,
Kage
equals.
Tensei. Tensai even. Thank you.
would help out players who can't progress in a game. You know what else could help players who can't progress in a game? Get good. Just fucking get good, bro. Just fucking learn the game. What is the point of playing a video game if you're not willing to overcome challenges? What is a video game if not fun challenges for a player to overcome, right? As
The real. Just fucking learn Japanese, bro. Just fucking learn English. True. Too true. Whaler, I detect true animus here. It rules. You hate this man. Just fucking learn English. Oh. People will take this perspective, right? They'll take this approach. But they're like, you're playing a single player game. It was created for you to beat it. It exists to not be too hard for you to beat. That's what it exists to be in 99% of all single player games. If what you want is challenge, you need to be doing PvP. You need to be competing with other people who are genuinely trying to fucking beat you.
Described in patent documents, Ghost Player would see players call down an AI-generated ghost.
Like, I agree with what he said, but not just to echo what other people think. I agree with it so much, I find it a little bit hard sometimes to enjoy single player games, because I'm like, cool, but like when I feel good about beating something, it's like, yeah, but it was made for me to beat it. So is it really an achievement? I don't know.
Which could either play out the solution to a particular part of the level or complete it entirely.
And so, let me put it this way: when I was younger, I used to be like, I love playing games that give me a sense of achievement for beating hard challenges. Now I enjoy single player games for very different reasons. One of which aligns. Like, I like it when, in terms of challenge, I like when I feel that I've improved or been improved by facing a challenge in a game, like certain puzzle games and stuff like that. I enjoy. But the whole just for the sake of overcoming challenges thing is kind of gay to me now.
I mean, I was wrong at the beginning of this recording. We won't have to wait a few years or months. I bet that every single level will have this option. The game will be able to be completed without the player even needing to.
The amount it was fun to climb it just passively there, I mean, is it even really an achievement? A mountain wasn't created for you to climb it. Let me compare, like, just fucking climbing a mountain to, like, going up Mount Takau's paved path. It just feels a bit... When you start thinking about a game as, like, the equivalent of a mountain with stairs, it feels a bit... I don't know, man. It starts to feel a bit cringe.
To actually play it, you know, that's the dream.
Then the AI is when you take the ski lift.
If gaming journals loved Sony so much, now they're gonna, you know, turn into Sony activists. They're gonna worship Sony for this, because that's their dream coming true. You know, they want to talk about video games. They want to be recognized by gamers, but they don't want to play video games. The patent was originally filed in September 2024. But the World Intellectual Property Organization published an international status report on the patent this week. For example, if a player were stuck on a puzzle in an Uncharted game, the guide mode...
Also, am I crazy, or why would... You know what this is actually going to be used for? Or where the value comes here. This gets sold as a tool to publishers who would have hand-holding anyway, but want to have to put in less work, and they can just have a fucking option in their game to be like, just do it for me. Yeah, that is indeed, of course, why they patented it. But my point is, the shit it would be replacing already exists, so they're just cutting out the work from it.
Would seemingly present an AI-controlled Nathan Drake demonstrating the solution.
Games can hold your hand? Yeah. Look at that thing over there! I think it matters that this is green. Maybe if I combined this with that thing over there. Have you looked over there?
That's already too much. That is already not playing the game at all. The complete mode would simply complete the section for the player. I have a better name for this. I have the perfect suggestion, the perfect name for this. Journalist mode.
Yeah, and the idea is, instead of just having a skip for the player, they let the player see that part of the game at least. So it's a bit less jarring, I guess.
Modes in games that assist with puzzles and combat challenges are common. Many games will allow players to skip encounters, allowing the difficulty if they find them too challenging. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is happening to gaming, bro? As the time goes, the gaming industry keeps evolving. The more they evolve,
Yeah, this has been a thing for a very long time. Because they're interested in like maximizing player retention. Even in single player games, they want you to do the whole thing so then they can sell you more. They can sell you more. If you bounce off a game, you're less likely to buy any add-on, yeah? I suppose is a concern. Looks worse on analytics for concurrent players and so on and so forth. So adding this will maximize that. If you're playing a modern single player game, you're just a fucking rat in a maze. Woke or not, have some fucking self-respect.
the more I just rather play old games, man. I think that the future for every single true gamer, for every single person that really loves video games, is going retro because, bro, what the fuck is this, man? And the
Sure, play old games. No, that is good. That's good and based. That is good and based.
worst part is that this is
However, even without this, I don't know if you've noticed how... Like, if you're playing... If you're talking about God... If you're playing God of War and you're like, wow, what a challenge. Imagine if they ruined this intellectual exercise by adding an AI do-it-for-me mode. You are diagnosably retarded.
going to be celebrated by those people. We know.
Most Alina Kathy in YouTube chat. Yeah, or how about AI assist that if you use it, instead it hard locks you or soft locks you.
This, right? Because they want to incentivize this. Because they don't like video games. They don't like video games.
No, this is retarded, Cabrutus.
I can't say this enough. I'll keep repeating myself. They do not like video games. Some modern Sony titles such as God of War Ragnarok, which is a...
It is the players themselves that incentivize the development of this. This exists because of the way the people who play video games are. Sorry, bitter pill to swallow, but it's true.
fucking awful game, have been criticizing for giving the players too much assistance with puzzles. Yep, that's true. Due to NPC companions loudly hinting at the solution to puzzle as soon as they begin. Yes, I didn't play this game. Of course, I'm not gonna play this fucking DI garbage slop. But
Based.
I've seen some videos
That is based.
the player barely started the puzzle, and then Atreus, I guess that's the name of Kratos' sons, he started, hey, look there. What about this boulder? Yo, hey, that, no, this kind of stuff. It's claimed that the AI model will be trained on the existing footage of the game, instead of being a pre-recorded series of inputs set by a developer. Now,
That's the value. That is the value. That is how this tool would save a studio and publisher money. Instead of having to do it manually, they just have this tool do the assist mode, yeah.
now that made me think. So let's say I play the game on launch, the AI won't be as good as it will be for someone that plays the game, let's say, 2 years from
You're fucking retarded.
it's from the game launch date. And how will they record this footage?
Are you fucking out of your mind? The barrier he's hit is, how will the studio record footage of their game? How could they possibly do that?
I would probably require the player to be online even for single player games.
Bro, they don't need to record your footage, the footage of you playing.
Dude, that is a complete disaster. Again, the future is retro. Fuck modern games. Fuck modern gaming industry.
That's insane.
Jesus Christ, bro. Just play retro stuff and Japanese/Asian stuff. That's all. That's all you need.
Japanese/Asian.
Unless you are a first-person shooter fan, then you can play Halo and Doom like I do. But other than that, fuck the Western gaming industry. Fuck the Western AAA gaming industry, that is. The AI-generated slop sorry, Ghost Player
Zlop. That's pretty good. That was a slip. You should start saying slop with a Z.
system appears to be an evolution of the PS5 Game Help system. Help? Okay. Which was launched alongside PlayStation 5. When supported, PS5 Game Help could provide players with guidance via images or video via the PS5 record system. Yeah, I've seen this.
Have you used it, Cabrutus? Have you used it? Hang on. What happens if I search stuck? Does he have a separate like streaming channel? Not seeing it, maybe not. And I don't see any streams on this channel. I swear he streamed on this before. I swear he streamed on this channel before.
The system has been praised by PlayStation fans who enjoy hunting trophies due to the convenience of not having to call up a separate guide on another screen such as a phone. I mean, yeah, okay, perhaps that can be useful. I mean, I used to like hunting for trophies on PlayStation, but never used that, no one. It is worth noting that there is no evidence that Sony has plans
But did you use external guides? You said it could be helpful.
to use this technology in future hardware, and that patents like this have been filed by the firm and many others for years without any intention for use. I don't know, man. I mean, it's Sony. I believe they will try something with this. AI-powered
Could probably make a lot of money.
in-game assistants are becoming more common across all technology. Last year, Microsoft introduced Copilot for gaming, which is called an AI-driven sidekick that was designed to be your personalized gaming companion. Yes, about this Copilot for gaming, people are not liking it that much. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella really wants you to stop calling AI slop in 2026.
Zlop.
We are beginning to distinguish between
Is he doing it on purpose?
spectacle and substance. Yo, Satya Nadella, if you ever watch this, slop. AI slop. Slop, 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 slop. Fuck this shit. Fuck the modern gaming industry. Fuck this all. Okay? Go retro. Go Eastern games, Japanese games. Just fuck these people. Alright? I'm pissed by this. I'm truly am. Right. I think that's a wrap. Don't forget to check the links in the description.
Does he like Valve? Go East. 5 indie games you'll regret ignoring. What is he recommending? What does he recommend? GOG is bringing freedom. Evangelion. High guard devs are trying to hide something. That's pretty good. Shouldn't care about the thing. There, the Game Awards. Fine. What else do we have? Do we have anything else fun here? Oh yeah, Japanese games, but nothing from Nintendo, I guess. Oh god.
2026 is
Full
here,
frontal.
and a new year also demands new games, right? But perhaps not so new games.
Okay.
I want to bring you guys is a game called Xenocrisis, released back in 2019. It's heavily inspired by the Alien franchise aesthetics, you know. As soon as you take a look at the Marines, you just think, oh, those are the Colonial Marines, you know.
Looks
The
like it could be
monsters,
fun.
The Xenos that you're facing.
I guess. What else? Cyber Shadow is sick as fuck. Full of certified banger tracks. That's a good recommendation. I don't know.
At this
What
point,
is
you got
this?
more pixel art. I absolutely love pixel art.
Some kind of Metroidvania, perhaps? Looks like it from the map. What else we got? Some
If you are a man of culture, don't forget to check out
Culture.
the protagonist. No, it's a
some Bing Bong stuff. Well, we have one more. Is this just straight up Ninja Gaiden? Looks, bro. I'm horrified.
amazing game. Do it now. This is the
I don't like it, bro. Help. This is the this is the most genuinely horrifying shit. When he said retro, I didn't realize he meant like go all the way back to Ninja Gaiden. Okay, but terrifying. Okay. Let's look at something else. I didn't mean to look at Kabrutus this long, but I got vortexed. We've got all sorts of stuff. I exposed Social Repose as a predator, and now he's attempting to take down my channel. This was recommended to me by YouTube.
Hi, guys.
That was the messenger. Same shit, whatever. All looks the same to me. I think I even have the messenger. I probably should have recognized it. I don't have it, and I've never played it.
How are you doing today? I hope you are all doing very well. I had to get that YouTuber sigh in there, that trademark.
Okay,
YouTuber
might not be
sigh at the
watchable.
beginning of every video like
Might
this,
not be watchable.
as you can probably tell.
This woman is in danger from Turkey Tom. What else does she cover? How do I handle these videos while having BPD? Extreme Turkey Tom warning.
I'm kind of a mess. Didn't do my hair, didn't do my makeup, didn't do anything I normally do before I get on here on camera. This is not like any of my other videos, obviously. This is not scripted, number one. I mean, I have my computer right here, but it's purely to record my audio. This is not like my normal content. This is not like my normal videos. This is very different. Very, very different. I have my little emotional support, Monica, with me to talk about this.
All right,
this
go.
is
Tell
as
me.
raw as it gets with me. Like this is as raw and candid as I could be, like, on my channel, other than if I came on here crying, which I'm not going to do. I do cry a lot, but I'm not going to cry.
Oh my god, fuck!
So why am I here? Well, recently, I uploaded a video about almost a week ago now, I believe, 5 or 6 days ago, titled You Don't Know Social Repose. This was part 1 of a 2-part deep dive series I was working on. This video got, within just a few days, almost 150,000 views. It is getting views and traction very, very, very quickly.
Okay.
If you look at my channel...
Reminds me of that furry who fucking... That furry fuck who DMCA'd me after the video on her got too much attention. That was annoying.
Right now, you will notice that that video is no longer on my channel. Why is it no longer on my channel? Well, Richard Geese, aka Social Repose, filed a copyright strike on my video about him.
Okay.
He filed a copyright strike on my video where I exposed him for predatory behavior with his minor fans. In my video, where I expose him for having such close proximity to multiple known predators, including Davi Vanity, Brian Stars, Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, William
I know who
Control,
those guys are.
Onision, like all of them. All of them. I did quite a bit of investigating for that video. I showed multiple pieces of evidence, everything, like evidence to support my claims of his predatory behavior with his fans, evidence to support my claims that he knew about Davi Vanity's...
She's not going to show us that. She's going to talk about the video. That's fine. Instead, we could look at this. Or, this video was highly recommended to me. Many people by many people, I mean one person on multiple accounts requested this video. But he requested this many, many times. Lord Farquaad was right, and I'm tired of pretending he's not, by Type 2 Productions. Alright.
There. Kodo and I grew up on, like many of you out there, Kodo and I grew up on Shrek. It's one of our favorite childhood movies. And even to this day...
It might be the movie I've watched more times than any other. I watched that shit many, many times when I was a kid. Many, many, many times.
We both still love the movie, but man, going back and watching it again through the eyes of an adult was a really sobering experience for both of us.
Yes, very much so.
And we certainly still find the movie entertaining, but it is very clear that Shrek is inarguably subversive in ways that we just didn't realize when we were young.
And after watching Shrek again...
I gotta tell you, don't really remember much from it at all.
I came to the realization that Farquaad was...
When we were young.
And after watching Shrek again...
That is true, it does. You're not wrong.
I came to the realization that Farquaad was like totally right and totally justified in just about everything that he did.
And I think a big part of it is
Problem. I can't remember what Farquaad even did. I remember the many of you will die, but that's a price I'm willing to pay.
regardless of the actual actions he made, the film paints him
Actions he made. Is this guy German? Actions he made. Machen. Versus actions he took.
as bad. As a kid or a less discerning adult, you're not even paying attention to what he actually did or the motivation behind it. It's just, oh, the music came on to tell you he's bad. Oh, we know he's the villain.
Right. The framing is the issue here. And so, to that end, the main point that I want to make to you is that in this movie, Farquaad is painted as the villain, but he is absolutely right. Farquaad is the only character with any selfless motivation.
Oh yeah, all the fantasy creatures were getting concentration camped on. Yes.
In the entire movie. Because one of the things you see about Farquaad very quickly on is that his entire motivation is based around making Duloc, his own personal kingdom, as perfect as it can possibly be. Yet the show is constantly making fun of him or throwing ad hominems at him or attacking him when he's right. I mean, consider this. List out all...
The show is throwing ad homs. He's painted as cringe through the elements of his kingdom, yeah, like with that show and Duloc being fucking empty and stuff, yeah.
The other motivations
Like he's not a real guy who was being made fun
of the characters in the movie. What does Shrek want? Shrek wants to get rid of the fairy tale
There isn't a reality for him to be contrasted with, so that's tough.
creatures that have invaded his home.
Tough to argue.
And return to his former lifestyle. That's what he wants. Donkey wants protection from Farquaad's men and to make friends and have
True! No, based Shrek just wanted the fucking Fairyland savages out of his home.
companionship. And Fiona wants to break her curse and marry her true love. Now, none of those motivations are bad or evil at all, but all of them are fundamentally self-interested except for Farquaad. Because again, what Farquaad wants is order and perfection for his kingdom, and he's ultimately martyred for pursuing that noble goal. I mean, look at his speech before the dragon kills him and tell me this is a selfish guy.
I will have order! I will have perfection! I will have...
I will have. I will have. I will have. Come on. Come on. He's not a real guy who they're depicting as being like this. He is clearly a megalomaniac. Alright? He would try to paint it as being for other people, perhaps. Okay? Some of you will die, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. The character actually says this. They're not painting someone who didn't say that as being like that. All right, okay?
We're going to get into it, but
coming
the
back
movie
to me.
paints Farquaad as super selfish for wanting a princess, but we get a clear indication he is doing it to legitimize his title as king for the betterment of Duloc.
Right. And also, I don't know, in order to keep a
Take the fucking Kant pill. In his mind, what was his reason for doing that, though? Come on. Come on!
kingdom going, you kind of need an heir, huh?
Yeah, that's a bit important.
Very sensible sequence of events and things that Farquaad does. All of it makes sense. But oh man, the writers desperately want you to hate Farquaad.
They're arguing that he was rational.
And you see this almost instantly because they introduce him to you in a scene where he's torturing the gingerbread man. Now,
You can easily argue that he's rational. Instead, they're arguing that he's selfless. No.
if you ignore a lot of the context surrounding this, you could believe that he's a bad guy. He tells you what he's doing and why he's doing it. The only reason he is torturing the gingerbread man is to find out where the rest of the fairy tale creatures are.
Now tell me, where are the others?
And the reason why he wants them gone is because they are ruining his perfect society and, to quote him, poisoning his perfect world. Now that sounds harsh, but when you look at the things they're doing and how much of a nuisance they make themselves, all this makes perfect sense, even if his methods aren't ideal. But also consider what he could have done.
Again, makes sense. You can argue that he's rational, sure.
Farquaad could have resorted to more extreme methods like enslavement or even exterminatus, but instead, this dude opts peacefully to relocate these guys, at great detriment to himself.
Think of the cost to relocate them rather than just send them on their way or exterminate them.
Right. That clearly took resources and effort. Now, the only exception that you could point to and say, okay, Farquaad's out of line for doing this. This is wrong. The only
Is this secretly a pro-Israel video? Hang on.
exception
What's happening
is he
here?
kills the mama bear, which he uses to make a rug. And yeah, that definitely feels forced and out of character for Farquaad, but even so, I'm still willing to say that he deserved to spoil himself for a job well done. Look at how clean Duloc is. Did he not deserve this?
Yeah, if the cost is that he killed a bear, what are we talking about? But on top of that, if you're going to use that as evidence that he's evil for making a rug out of the bear, which ostensibly would be a threat to him because he kicked them out
What if he made a lampshade from her babies, though?
and exiled them. But how much more evil then are Shrek and Fiona for turning a random frog and snake who are of no threat to them into balloon animals and sending them into outer space?
True.
That genuinely happens. They
True.
blow them up like balloon animals and send them into outer space. But yeah,
Hang on. The mama bear has like a human level intellect, is basically a person. I don't remember if that frog and snake had anything approaching personhood. Did they? Or were they just normal frogs and snakes? Shrek is clearly chromosomally enriched. He probably doesn't understand the pain he's inflicting on others.
Not. Fiona ties the snake into a balloon animal.
they're just minding their own business.
At least Farquaad
What you're showing me is that Fiona is the real evil.
had the decency to kill the bear. Fiona's out here
What you're showing me is Shrek and Farquaad should have been bros and gotten rid of that sadistic animal torture of Fiona. Shrek doesn't understand any better. He was born fucked up. Okay, it's not his fault.
torturing snakes and frogs.
The fairy tale creatures are persecuted all throughout the movie, yet they're clearly a nuisance and don't belong in Duloc. We're shown that Farquaad hates them and wants them out, but we see
Shrek hates them and wants them out too, though. Really, the people who should have been friends. Shrek and Farquaad.
clearly that it's not because of some immutable characteristic that the characters have, it's because they've poisoned his perfect kingdom. And again, that phrasing is used to paint him as a bad guy.
Poisoned it how, though?
When we look at it, it is completely logical for him to want this.
Well, yeah, and Farquaad doesn't state how they've poisoned the world, so it leads you to wonder. But then you look at what these fairy tale creatures do, and it's like, oh, I see how he came to that conclusion. Because whenever these fairy tale creatures arrive at Shrek's house, you want to know the first thing they do? They invade his home, they vandalize it, they lock him out of his own house.
And Farquaad inflicted this on Shrek, though. You have to take points away from him for this. He inflicted this on Shrek.
People are a nuisance. Like, I
He used them as a biological weapon, man.
can see why he'd want them gone.
Now, you can call me schizo, and to be fair, this is Shrek schizo
Would have been more ethical to exterminate them.
hour, but the more I go back and watch these kids' movies, the more I see the subtle messaging to normalize things like accepting outsiders, even to the detriment of your own people, like we see in this movie.
Well, you can definitely see in this movie, they want you to be afraid of authoritarians, even authoritarians that are benevolent, that are doing you good, that are fixing your society, even to the point of making them perfect. Shouldn't we want capable,
memes, dude.
able, courageous, strong leaders to actually fix the problems?
You can feel the postmodern undertones of this film where
Did you see the swarm of rats? Did you see the swarm of rats that the Pied Piper was moving? Farquaad send them to a swamp to multiply. They're gonna come back later. Was he actually smart?
individualism is so important to them that even if the society is literally perfect, it's still not enough because one guy has too much control. Because we see that after Shrek completes Farquaad's quest and delivers Fiona back to him, Farquaad honors his deal with Shrek despite having no reason to hold up his end of the bargain. Because we've seen he doesn't like fairy tale creatures, yet he is still honorable enough to relocate them, again, at the cost of his own manpower and resources to do so. And on top of that, we're going to see later, it is totally logical for him to take out this ogre, but yet he's still...
Also, they're really glossing over an incredibly important element of Farquaad. He's fucking short. when you include that and bear that in mind, looking at all this, it kind of colors things differently.
Still shows honor in not only letting him live, but keeping his end of the bargain.
Now, what's even better about this is it appears as though Farquaad has been successful and has made Duloc a truly perfect place, and that's evidenced by the fact that the city is pristine.
This is just Dark Souls footage.
It's clean, it's orderly, it's safe, it's prosperous, you don't have Fent zombies running around everywhere, and even Shrek himself acknowledges this near the end of the movie.
I love Duloc, first of all, very clean.
And what's funny is the mirror that Farquaad brings in, whenever Farquaad says mirror, mirror on the wall, is this not the most perfect kingdom of them all?
To be taken entirely at face value, correct.
The mirror doesn't say, you know what, this kingdom actually sucks. The mirror says, well, yeah, it's fine, you're just not a king. He doesn't reject the claim that Duloc is perfect. He doesn't. He only rejects the claim that Farquaad's a king. So naturally, Farquaad, to write this, sets off to seek a queen. To, again, as we talked about before,
he could offset the shortness by having confidence in himself and not being bothered by it. But look at those structures. He's compensating. So
submit his legitimacy as king and presumably
Farquaad, while being so statutorily compromised and mentally compromised as a result of it, trying to be in a leadership position with such a weakness is wrong. He is a liability to Duloc.
Produce an heir to keep it going. But add on top of Farquaad's virtues, the fact that he is very clearly a clever dude. At the beginning of the movie, whenever the tournament scene is happening and Shrek barges in, Farquaad then says whoever kills the ogre will have the honor of going on the quest for me. But as Shrek destroys all of his men, Farquaad then says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send Shrek out on this quest to rescue Fiona instead of sending one of his own men.
And honestly, the very fact that they're having a tournament...
True. He wants to flood the world with manlets. Grotesque.
To determine this kind of tells you they live in complete peace and have security. Because typically in times of peace, they have these tournaments to keep the soldiers sharp because they're not out fighting.
Also keep in mind that the villagers were insanely entertained by this. Like, not only is he providing safety and security, but also entertainment. Come on now. Farquaad's problem is that he had no way of knowing that his bride to be he would also end up being a slam pig for Green Kings.
Fuck me,
truly,
dude.
his only crime is being born 5'11".
Even the writers of this know.
Yeah, but it's a only crime. That's like saying his only crime was trafficking children. Come on, man.
A woman would rather choose an ogre than a short guy.
People may counter what we're saying by saying, oh, well, Farquaad's an egomaniac. But I would say, given the circumstances, is that not warranted? Like, if Trump deported all...
Circumstances include being 5'11", okay?
All the illegals, cleaned up all the major cities...
Parody that is like 4'11". It's the 5'11" versus 6 foot meme, bro.
...and got rid of the Fent zombies, I would happily worship him as the God Emperor.
It is an illustration of the perception of such an individual versus their actual measurable height.
Mankind. I wish Trump were like Farquaad.
Well, Farquaad's not on the Epstein list, so you can start there.
He could be one of the blanked out names, man. I'm just saying, there were some Farquaad-y messages in there.
It's also just insulting that a man who did so much good for the town of Duloc died so unceremoniously. Like, after Donkey rides in and has Dragon eat Farquaad, the villagers even clap at Donkey's joke about Farquaad's death. This is so jarring when you consider that, based on the little we see of Duloc,
failed to align his people. Right? Failed to gain their admiration if they were laughing at that.
it genuinely seems like poverty and crime doesn't exist here. The one wide shot we see of the city outside of the church paints this city as pristine. It looks like an amazing place to live.
By the way, also keep in mind that in the Shrek Halloween special, we see Duloc again after Farquaad is dead, and it's genuinely become a haunted ghost town. This man was single-handedly holding up this city, and Shrek ruined it by calling the dragon in here to eat him.
Now, since the film obviously paints Farquaad as the villain and Shrek as the hero, let's contrast the actions of these two, and it'll become abundantly clear who the real hero is. Shrek throughout this film is almost exclusively self-interested. His primary motivation is reclaiming his home for himself, and as we said before, there's nothing wrong with wanting to preserve your own home, unless you're ethnically European, of course. Farquaad is portrayed as being evil for exiling the fairy tale creatures, but Shrek literally says once he delivers Fiona...
Look, man, all I'm saying is You're going to draw these parallels. Farquaad is sending the undesirables to flood somewhere else. Just saying.
Back to Farquaad, he's going to build a wall around his swamp. It's funny that people get mad when Farquaad's going to do it, but no one cares when Shrek does it.
What's kind of funny is neither the hero nor the villain in this film wants the illegal immigrants. It's almost like all of us can agree they need to go. But ultimately, the main issue spawns from the fact that Shrek is a morally bankrupt ogre, but somehow is painted as the sympathetic hero of the movie. And the whole message of the movie is don't judge a book by its cover, which is incredibly stupid, because the whole purpose of a cover is to inform you of what the contents of the book are. Somehow Shrek has the audacity to point the finger at others for noticing his terrible behavior and judging him for it, while pretending like he isn't responsible for his horrible reputation. I mean, consider this. He takes tremendous joy in absolutely terrorizing the villagers. I mean, there's an entire music video that plays at the beginning of the movie to demonstrate just how much Shrek loves scaring people. And not only is Shrek scaring Farquaad's subjects, he kills them and eats them. I mean, he has a...
Why were the subjects in proximity to Shrek? Just saying.
Jar of eyeballs on his kitchen table and says that the jelly from human eyeballs is actually quite good on toast.
Keep in mind, we see him eating...
I'm going to say again. Do you know that he's wrong? You've argued for Farquaad. Is he wrong? Is he doing a bad job? Is Shrek's culinary commentary inaccurate? You have to eat human eyeballs to judge him.
From this jar of eyeballs before the villagers show up, so you can't say that this was a reaction to them invading his swamp.
He's just playing with his food. It's rich that Shrek laments the fact that people judge him without getting to know him, yet he doesn't pay that same courtesy to other people. I mean, he repeatedly judges Farquaad for being short, and he also judges...
Again, there's a limit to that, right? Like you said, judging a book by its cover.
Fiona because
you're pointing out hypocrisy, but was he right?
She didn't act the way he thinks a princess should act. Shrek is a massive hypocrite throughout this whole movie.
On top of that, Shrek destroys an entire kingdom just to get a crumb of mediocre Nookie Pop. The moment he marries Fiona, she gets fat.
That's actually incredible. What
he saved Farquaad from being married to that.
What does the movie mean by this? Well, in addition to all of
once again, Shrek shown to be a bro.
Those bad things, Shrek is immensely selfish and has no regard for other people. Shrek gives Donkey a YouTube apology video only to get information out of Donkey. He doesn't mean that at all.
Well, he completely emotionally manipulates him because he is shutting Donkey down on every front in terms of continuing his friendship with him until he lets that slip, at which point he pretends to care only to extort that information out of him.
Right. You also gotta love the typical, well guys, I messed up. Just typical YouTube apology video.
On top of that, Shrek doesn't even apologize to Fiona for eavesdropping in on her conversation with Donkey, on top of misunderstanding it because he didn't have the context of who she was speaking about. But instead of asking, he just soys out and leaves, goes and gets Farquaad to fast track the marriage.
Just drama. Just drama, not important.
And in the marriage scene where Shrek busts through the doors to break up the marriage, he whistles to the dragon to come eat Farquaad. And man, he is entirely in the wrong for even...
Better leader. Better leader. Better allies.
Interrupting this marriage to begin with, just because he changed his mind last second.
Right. And to be...
Farquaad tries to sick his boys on Shrek, they get fucked up. Shrek whistles, Farquaad fucking dead.
To be fair, like Shrek is doing it in self-defense, but it's like if you invade someone else's home and then you proceed to engage in...
I guarantee you make Shrek king, he'll kill all the fairy tale creatures, and then there'll never be a problem for anyone.
Self-defense. You're wrong because you were in their house. You are in a place you do not belong. So the self-defense charge doesn't really work here.
I don't know, man. In some states, you have to ask them.
They were right. Shrek is Hitler. Here's why that's a good thing.
Believe before you can defend yourself. You need to leave. And I'm sure everyone watching this is familiar with the extremely famous line that Shrek has in this film, where he makes his little speech about how ogres are like onions because they have layers. But watching this as an adult, it rang so hollow because he simply just proclaims it and doesn't elaborate, but we're shown evidence to the contrary throughout this film. Throughout this entire movie, Shrek is bitter, he's selfish, he's mean to everyone, including Donkey, and the only person he treats well is the one girl that he just happened to catch feelings for. So, while the movie tells us ogres have layers, what we actually see is that they are exactly what humans
You actually misheard it. He said ogres have layers. Lairs. And he was demonstrating the literal different layers of the layer by peeling the onion. There are actually secret bunkers underneath his house. Much like Hitler had.
see them as on a surface level.
This movie is essentially just telling us to ignore our lying eyes.
And the one selfless act that we do have to give Shrek some credit for is he does save Donkey from becoming Dragon's sex slave when they're rescuing Fiona, but this does not make up for how he treats him the other 95% of the movie.
By the way, what a wild thing to include in a children's movie. That scene was crazy subversive. Like, what are we doing putting this in a kid's movie?
Are you referring to where Donkey makes a comment that makes it sound like the dragon's giving him a little sloppy toppy?
Yes. Well, he says, hey, what you gonna do with that? It's like, what are we doing, man? This is bad. But genuinely, like going back to the Shrek conversation, genuinely, what conclusion are people supposed to draw when this is the sort of stuff Shrek does on a regular basis? People are totally justified for judging Shrek, and it gets even worse in the following movies. So if you guys want,
Here's the thing though, what are you going to do about it? Farquaad killed by the result of a whistle. What are you going to do about Shrek? What are you going to do about it?
an appetite for it. I mean, maybe we'll look into doing a video on those at some point.
We've become hyper aware of propaganda in modern media because a lot of today's writers lack any sort of subtlety to push their message without just beating you over the head with it. But the more and more I watch 90s and early 2000s media now as an adult, the more I can see the subtle propaganda that a lot of us missed.
I can't believe this was on the on the walls in the Duloc.
As kids.
Right. The Rock goes so far back. Hollywood as a whole really has been pushing this for ages.
Reinforcing and normalizing a nation's people to embrace outsiders and give no care to things like border security is how you end up with Muhammad being the most popular name for newborns in the UK.
The Shrek movie actually teaches us a very valuable lesson, which is that we actually should judge a book by its cover.
I mean, it didn't. Ooh. I don't think that message is in Shrek because the fucking the one you're meant to view as a hero wanted them fucking out, and he had these people bust fucking he had immigrants bust to his house, man. Think about what the bad guy's doing here. I think you've misjudged the message. Okay? The future of gaming is bright. Silk Song fans are coping. This discourse needs to die. Dark history of Randy Pitchford. He's the guy with the USB stick, yeah? Will this be a full video? No. Why does Nintendo hate money? Worst boss fights in modern gaming. Whatever. I'll see you tomorrow. Holy fuck. I have so much food shit to record tomorrow, man. Anyway, thanks for joining me for the Cabrutus stream that was not meant to be a Cabrutus stream, and I never planned to look at Cabrutus at all, except 5 minutes before the stream. Someone posted it. Alright. Anyway. Thanks for your viewership, companionship, incredible generosity. Thanks for all the subs. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, good night. Sleep tight. Don't. The third world fairy tailers bite.